There are months when destiny whispers, but this December, Taurus, it warns. Have you felt the shift in the air, the tension in certain rooms, the sudden exhaustion around specific places? A coded revelation opens now, a frequency Nostradamus once predicted for those who walk the path of earth and endurance. This month carries a portal, a vibration, a key that reveals where your soul must not step. If you ignore the signs, the month will drain you. But if you listen, December becomes the turning point your future has been waiting for. Taurus, before anything is revealed, I need you to breathe and pay attention to something subtle yet extremely important. Your body has already sensed what your mind is only beginning to understand. Have you asked yourself why certain environments suddenly feel heavier even when nothing obvious has changed? Why a place you used to enjoy now leaves you irritable, tired, or strangely disconnected? Why you've been craving silence, grounding, and distance from crowds more than usual? These are not mood swings. These are warnings. December 2025 arrives with a magnetic intensity that magnifies every frequency around you, especially the frequencies you absorb unconsciously. As a Taurus, your energy field is not just sensitive, it is porous. You hold vibrations the way stone holds heat, deeply, quietly, and for a long time. And this month, 3 very specific physical places you might visit without a second thought, are pulsing at a density so heavy it can bend your emotional state, dull your intuition, and delay the openings the universe is preparing for early 2026. You are not imagining your tiredness. You are not imagining the sudden shortness of patience. You are not imagining the pressure around your chest that appears only in certain environments. Your soul isn't speaking, it is shouting. But before naming these places, you must understand the mechanism behind the danger. Every location you step into stamps your aura with its dominant emotion. Just as incense binds itself to clothing, the atmosphere binds itself to your field. Walk into a place humming with stress, competition, pressure, or envy, and that vibration latches onto you like dust. Walk into a room where resentment loops silently, and your energy mirrors it within hours. Walk into a space where people are drained, angry, scattered, or bitter, and your emotions will begin to echo theirs even when you don't realize why. And Taurus, more than any other sign, carries these impressions long after leaving the environment. You don't wipe it off, you store it. And storing the wrong frequency in December is like walking into the new year wearing a weight you never needed to carry. This month is not neutral. It sharpens what is already fragile, amplifies what is already unstable, and intensifies every place where energy stagnates. That is why the 3 dark portals you must avoid are not symbolic. They are real, physical, ordinary spaces that become extraordinarily toxic under December's sky. But before the first one is revealed, pause. Feel into this question. Why have you been so tired when you haven't done anything different? Because the exhaustion isn't coming from inside you. It's coming from the environments attaching themselves to you. Think of the last days of November. Were you heavier after going somewhere crowded? Did you return home with a sudden headache? Did your sleep become shallow after visiting a certain place? Did irritation appear after a conversation inside a specific room? These are not coincidences. They are energetic fingerprints, imprints left by the locations where your aura is being drained. December's sky, with Mars charging the collective field and Uranus still shaking your sign, heightens your sensitivity to these impressions. And yet, there is something deeper at play. A cleansing cycle that will decide whether you step into 2026 empowered or depleted. Every Taurus will feel this, but only those who hear the call will avoid the portals preparing to siphon their light. So let me ask you directly, have you noticed your intuition tightening when you approach a certain place, even if you can't rationalize the discomfort? Have you felt a quiet no in your stomach or a subtle drop in your mood the moment you step through a doorway? Have you been ignoring that whisper? Don't, because the universe never warns without purpose, and this time it speaks clearly. There are 3 places you must avoid, 3 locations where your energy field collapses faster than you can recover. But before naming the first dark portal, I need you to anchor yourself. Feel your breath. Feel your spine. Feel the quiet intelligence of your body. Your intuition is already pointing at the very places we will name next. You have felt the shift. Now you will understand it. But first, anchor the message. Write this in the comments to seal your field before the revelations deepen. I protect my energy and walk only where my soul remains whole. Let the universe hear you choose safety. Let your own spirit feel you reclaim your boundaries. Let December know you are entering it awake, aligned and guarded. And if this message resonates with something you've been sensing lately, leave your hype on this video. Like, share, and if your heart calls you, become a member of the channel. Every hype strengthens this energy, helps this sanctuary grow, and carries this light to other Taurus souls who need protection this December. Taurus. There is a place you've walked into many times without fear, without caution, without realizing that your energy was being quietly siphoned the moment you crossed the threshold. A place you might even consider harmless, ordinary, necessary. But under December's intensified frequency, this place becomes a vortex. And your soul has already been whispering for distance. Think back to the last time you entered a crowded, enclosed environment filled with rushing people, artificial lighting, recycled air, and the silent desperation of 100 minds overwhelmed at once. Remember the tightness in your chest, the subtle irritability that came from nowhere, the way your breath felt shallow, your focus scattered, your patience thin. You may have blamed stress, fatigue, hunger, even the time of day. But deep down, you knew the truth. Certain modern spaces were not built for the sensitivity of an awakened Taurus. And in December, the toxicity in these spaces triples. Let me name what you already feel. The first dark portal you must avoid this December is crowded commercial centers and shopping hubs. A simple place, a familiar place, but this month, a dangerous one. Before you say, "But I have to shop, I have to run errands, I have no choice," let me explain why this portal becomes so energetically corrosive now. December concentrates every collective fear, every financial worry, every comparison, every silent frustration into these spaces. The air becomes thick with emotional residue, an invisible cloud of tension created by thousands of people who walk through those doors carrying unspoken burdens. And Taurus, you do not just walk past this energy. You absorb it. Your spirit is an amplifier. Your body is an emotional barometer. Your aura works like fertile soil. Everything that lands on it grows. So when you step into a heavily charged environment, you don't leave empty-handed. You leave with the weight of frequencies that do not belong to you. Do you remember entering a store with a clear mind and leaving with exhaustion you couldn't explain, with irritability that lingered for hours, with a strange heaviness around your shoulders, with difficulty sleeping that night? That wasn't coincidence. That was energetic contamination, and December magnifies it to its peak. Crowded centers this month vibrate with financial anxiety, people fearing debt, overspending or scarcity, performance pressure, the need to buy the right gifts, meet expectations, social comparison, a silent measuring of who has more, who gives more, collective overwhelm, everyone rushing, everyone stressed, everyone depleted, emotional stagnation, unresolved feelings trapped in an enclosed space. Artificial sensory overload, bright lights, synthetic air, noise engineered to stimulate impulsivity. This is a recipe for draining your grounded Taurus essence, the very part of you that needs stability, warmth, quiet, and natural elements to stay balanced. Inside these environments, your energy doesn't just dip, it fractures. Your clarity dims, your patience thins, your boundaries soften, your intuition is muffled, your emotional center becomes reactive instead of receptive. And here is the most dangerous part. You begin abandoning yourself without realizing it. You overspend, you rush, you suppress your discomfort, you ignore your inner no, you push through overwhelm because everyone else is pushing too. But Taurus, you are not designed for chaos. You are designed for resonance. There is a reason you have felt the impulse to withdraw, to stay home more, to move slowly, to reconnect to simplicity. Your soul is trying to protect you from December's harsh, energetic collisions. Yet the world will pull you toward these crowded spaces unless you consciously resist. So let me ask you something. Have you noticed that the more time you spend in public, chaotic environments, the more you return home feeling spiritually drained rather than refreshed? Do you notice that these places leave you with a foggy mind, a restless heart, or a sudden need for silence? Do you feel more patient before you enter and far less patient when you leave? This is not psychological. This is energetic. Your body picks up the frequency of every person you brush past. Your aura catches emotional residue the way fabric catches scent. Your spirit aches when exposed to artificial sensory extremes. And December, with its charged astrological landscape, Mars accelerating emotional reactions, Venus stirring hidden expectations, and Uranus in your sign amplifying sensitivity, makes these spaces especially corrosive. But here is the truth you haven't been told. You don't need these environments to get what you need. You just think you do. December allows alternatives to open for those who listen. Smaller markets with slower energy, local shops with human warmth, open-air spaces where your aura can breathe, intentional online choices instead of rushed errands, early morning visits before the crowd's emotional density fills the air. This is not about avoiding life, it is about protecting your light. Because December is not testing your strength, it is testing your boundaries. And the question is, will you preserve your energy or surrender it to environments that exhaust your soul? But the first dark portal is only the beginning. 2 more places, far more surprising, far more intimate, will reveal themselves next. And once you hear them, you will finally understand why your body has felt the way it has these past weeks. Before we continue, anchor your field. If you are ready for the next revelation, just say, Taurus. You may believe that the most dangerous places this December are crowded, noisy, chaotic, overwhelming environments, but the truth is far more intimate, far more subtle, far more personal. There is a second portal, one far more treacherous than a mall or marketplace, because this one does not drain you with noise, but with familiarity. Your soul already knows exactly which place I'm speaking of. Think of the homes, rooms, living rooms, kitchens, and habitual spaces you've entered lately, where the moment you cross the threshold, something in your chest tightens, even if nothing dramatic is happening. Think of the social environments where you always leave feeling heavier than when you arrived. Think of the people whose presence slowly collapses your inner light, even as they smile, even as they speak softly, even as they insist they mean well. The second dark portal is not loud. It is emotionally crowded, and its danger comes from this. The second dark portal you must avoid this December is the homes or private spaces of people who chronically complain, dramatize, or live in perpetual victimhood. You already know who they are. You know because your body reacts before your mind can rationalize anything. Your breath shortens, your thoughts blur, your energy sinks, your intuition withdraws, your shoulders subtly tense as if bracing for impact. These people may be relatives, co-workers, long-time acquaintances, or friends you've become emotionally obligated to. They may not be malicious. They may not even realize the weight they carry. But Taurus, you do. You feel it the moment you sit down, the moment they begin to speak, the moment their energy spills into the room like a fog. And this month, with December amplifying every emotional frequency, their heaviness doesn't just affect you, It implants itself in your field like wet clay hardening around your spirit. Let me speak this truth clearly. People who complain constantly are not venting. They are leaking energy, and you are absorbing it. These environments are portals because their sadness clings to your stability, their frustration attaches itself to your patience, their victim mentality drains your inner resilience, their pessimism overrides your grounded clarity, their emotional chaos interferes with your intuition, and the worst part, they look to you as the emotional anchor they don't know how to be for themselves. You, Taurus, with your steady presence and earthbound aura, become the silent container for their unprocessed emotions. You think you are simply listening, but you are absorbing. You believe you are being kind, but you are sacrificing your peace. You assume you are being supportive, but you are becoming the spiritual filter for someone who refuses to purify themselves. This is why, after visiting them, you return home, inexplicably exhausted, mentally foggy, emotionally heavy, more irritable, strangely sad, unable to focus, craving isolation, needing silence to recover. That is not coincidence. That is energetic transference, and December intensifies it to a degree that becomes spiritually dangerous. Because while the collective field this month charges with urgency, and revelation, these environments block your intuition, dim your light, and silence the guidance meant for you. Here is the deeper truth. These people are not bad, but their homes become traps for your energy. Places where your spirit shrinks to make theirs feel safer. Places where your stability becomes their emotional oxygen. Places where your boundaries dissolve in the name of compassion. You may tell yourself, they need me. I don't want to be rude. They have no one else. I can handle it. It's just for a little while. But Taurus, you are lying to yourself, because the price you pay afterward is far greater than the momentary comfort you provide. December is not a month where you can afford to lose energy. It is a month that requires clarity, power, intuition, and emotional autonomy. And here is what you need to understand. Every time you visit one of these draining environments, you postpone your own awakening. Every time you absorb someone's despair, you mute your own guidance. Every time you give your energy away to chronic negativity, you step off your path. Tell me honestly, have you noticed that their problems never get better, no matter how much you listen? Have you noticed that they don't seek solutions, only emotional extraction? Have you noticed that they feel better after speaking with you, but you feel worse? This is the hallmark of an energetic vampiric dynamic, not supernatural, emotional. And this December, the effect triples. So ask yourself, do you really want to begin 2026 carrying emotions that are not yours? Do you want your destiny delayed by the noise of someone else's unhealed chaos? Do you want to remain the emotional container for people who refuse to grow? You already know the answer. This month, you must protect your field fiercely. You must decline invitations lovingly. You must create distance without guilt. You must prioritize your peace above their patterns. And the moment you stop walking into these environments, you will notice something immediate. Your intuition sharpens, your energy stabilizes, your sleep improves, your patience returns, your anxiety fades, your clarity rises, your confidence strengthens, your path feels illuminated again. This is not coincidence. This is your soul exhaling after being held hostage by environments that do not honor your light. Taurus. There is still one final dark portal left, the most hidden one, the most unexpected, the one you visit without realizing that it drains you the most. And once you see it, everything that felt confusing about this year will suddenly make sense. If you are ready to uncover the third portal, the place where your spirit suffers in silence, just say Taurus. The first portal drains you externally, the second drains you emotionally, but the third is the one that drains you spiritually. It is the most dangerous of all because it hides behind a mask of comfort, a place you return to because it feels familiar, predictable, quiet, even safe, a place where the world cannot reach you, yet your thoughts can swallow you whole. The third portal is not outside you. It is not in a building or a person's home or a busy public environment. It is a physical place, yes, but it is the place where your mind becomes the loudest, your fears tighten, and your spirit collapses inward without you realizing it. Taurus, prepare yourself, because this truth will hit you like cold water on warm skin. The third dark portal you must avoid this December is the room, corner, or personal space where you overthink in silence and replay what is already dead. This is the portal of rumination, the space where you loop the same thoughts, anxieties, doubts, regrets, and what-ifs again and again, until your spirit becomes heavy under the weight of your own mind. It might be your bedroom at night, your car parked in the same spot, a specific chair you sit in, a room where memories linger, a corner of your home that feels colder than the rest, the shower where tears fall silently, the empty kitchen late at night, the place you go when you feel off, thinking it will help, but it never does. This is the most dangerous portal because you walk into it willingly. You walk into it believing you are seeking rest or clarity, but what you find instead is stagnation, emotional quicksand, and mental spirals that eat your vitality from the inside. Ask yourself with brutal honesty, where do you go when you feel overwhelmed? Where do you sit when you feel you need to think? Where do you retreat when the world feels heavy? Where do you cry? Where do you replay conversations? Where do you battle imaginary scenarios? Where do you shame yourself in silence? Where does your past enter through the cracks? Where does the worst version of your inner voice speak the loudest? That space, that exact space, is your third dark portal. And December amplifies it tenfold, because this month the collective energy is loud, urgent, shifting, transitional. Your intuition is awakening, your future is rearranging itself, your boundaries are being strengthened. But if you spend too much time in that mental vortex, that room where your spirit tightens and your mind loops, you will miss the signals trying to guide you out of the patterns you've outgrown. December is a month of prophecy for Taurus. You are completing an 8-year cycle. Everything you fear losing is being replaced with something meant for you. Everything you feel ending is clearing space for your next beginning. But if you spend too long in your inner echo chamber, you will confuse endings for failures, transitions for threats, and redirections for punishments. That room, that corner, that habitual retreat does not give you clarity. It gives you distortion. The longer you stay there, the heavier your chest feels. The harder it becomes to make decisions, the more doubts begin to multiply, the more your confidence collapses, the more your spirit shrinks inside your body. This is not where your guidance speaks. This is where your fear speaks. And fear has a loud voice in December because your destiny is shifting. You feel the movement in your bones, and the unknown stirs both excitement and old wounds. This is natural. But if you retreat into that portal, you mistake fear for intuition, and that is the quickest way to block your own blessings. So I ask you, when was the last time you left that room feeling better? When was the last time your overthinking led to a breakthrough? When was the last time replaying old pain gave you peace? When was the last time sitting alone with your fears made them disappear? Never. Because this portal does not heal you. It feeds on you. Your energy does not regenerate there. It drains. Your future does not expand there. It contracts. Your spirit does not rise there. It sinks. Taurus, perspective comes from movement, not stillness. Healing comes from breath, not loops. Clarity comes from grounding, not spiraling. December requires you to step out of that mental cave and into the living world again, into fresh air, warm light, human connection, nature, movement, perspective. Because the guidance coming toward you, the opportunities preparing to open, the emotional shifts aligning for 2026 cannot reach you if you are locked in a room with your past. You must break the pattern. You must choose life over rumination. You must choose movement over stagnation. You must choose clarity over emotional autopilot. You must choose the present over the wounds that are finally ready to die. This December does not want you stuck in your mind. It wants you in your spirit. It wants you in your intuition. It wants you in your body. It wants you in your future. You are stronger than your thoughts. You are wiser than your fear. You are more intuitive than your anxiety. You are more powerful than the loops that keep you trapped. And once you avoid this third dark portal, your entire December shifts, your energy stabilizes, your intuition clears, your body relaxes, your path lights up, and the new year begins with clarity rather than exhaustion. Taurus, your spirit is trying to rise. Do not let a room filled with old echoes hold you down. Now breathe deeply. Feel the truth of this. Taurus, now that the 3 dark portals have been revealed to you, something subtle is already shifting inside your field. You may not feel it fully yet, but your intuition recognizes the truth long before the mind catches up. There is a strange sensation rising in your chest. A quiet certainty that what you thought was random exhaustion was actually spiritual interference. There is a gentle release in your breath, because now you have language for something your soul has been trying to warn you about for weeks. And there is a soft awakening in your awareness, because you finally understand why December has felt heavier than other months. Avoiding these portals is not about fear, it is about alignment. It is about refusing to pour your precious energy into places that cannot hold it. It is about stepping away from environments that distort your intuition. It is about reclaiming the boundaries that protect your spiritual core. It is about walking into 2026 with clarity, not exhaustion. The truth you must hold now is this: your energy determines your destiny more than your actions do. A misaligned Taurus makes choices from fatigue, fear, frustration, and confusion. A centered Taurus makes choices from intuition, strength, grounded wisdom, and inner knowing. This December, every decision you make, even the smallest, begins shaping your life for the next 8 months. This is not an ordinary month. This is a pivot. And the universe has been whispering 3 questions into your field. Where does your soul feel safe? Where does your spirit breathe? Where does your intuition sharpen instead of dim? Pay attention, because the moment you avoid these dark portals, you will notice something miraculous. Your body begins giving clearer signals. Your dreams become more symbolic. Your inner voice grows louder. Your fatigue begins dissolving. Your patience returns. Your thoughts stop spiraling. Your sense of direction becomes unmistakably stronger. And one more thing happens, something Taurus rarely notices. You begin attracting what matches your equilibrium. When your energy stops leaking, opportunities find you faster. The right people gravitate toward you, the wrong ones drift away. Sudden insights appear in moments of quiet, unexpected support surfaces. Financial clarity sharpens. Emotional knots loosen naturally. Your path begins to assemble itself. Your confidence rises without effort. This is the unseen magic that begins when you stop giving your spiritual fuel to the wrong environments. You may not realize it, but avoiding these portals is an act of spiritual loyalty to your future self. And that loyalty is what opens the next door. Because now we must speak about something deeper, something that has been forming behind the scenes, preparing to emerge once your energy is protected. The December alignment, a current, a shift, a soft calling in your field, a subtle rearrangement in your reality. You may have felt it already, that strange urge to declutter, that impulse to pull away from certain people, that craving for quiet, that sense that something is resetting, that inner pressure to choose yourself, that unusual tiredness right before a breakthrough, that whisper inside you saying, "Get ready. This is not mood, this is not coincidence, this is energetic recalibration." It begins the moment you stop walking into environments that drain you, because those environments were blocking a connection, a signal, a message, an opening. When you avoid them, something long overdue finally starts to reach you. A download, a realization, a piece of truth about your path, a shift that aligns you with the next phase of your destiny. And Taurus, there is something the universe has been trying to give you, something that could not reach you while your field was heavy, something that becomes possible now. Do you feel that faint warmth at the back of your neck, or that slight buzzing in your hands, or that vibration behind your ribs? That is not random. That is activation. The moment you step out of the portals of drain, you step into the corridors of guidance. And now that your field is clearing, something else approaches, a revelation, a message, a turn in your path, a shift in your timeline, a truth you are finally ready to hold. Taurus, now that the 3 draining portals are behind you, the air around your spirit shifts. Something loosens, something softens, something opens. For weeks, maybe months, you felt a quiet pressure inside you. Not pain, not fear, attention. Like standing before a door you somehow knew existed but couldn't see. Like waiting for a signal your soul recognized long before your mind could interpret it. And now, without the weight of the environments that used to suffocate your energy, that signal begins to break through. This is the December alignment, a vibrational turning point that arrives only once your aura has enough clarity to receive what was meant for you all along. Let me ask you something, and answer honestly within yourself. Have you felt a subtle pull towards something new, but didn't know what it was? Have you sensed that a chapter of your life is quietly closing, even without drama or conflict? Have you noticed that certain thoughts feel too small for you now? Have you rejected things you once tolerated without knowing why? Have old desires begun stirring in your chest again, like embers waking from dormancy? Have you been hovering between exhaustion and anticipation, as if something is about to drop? If so, you're not imagining it. This is the alignment in motion. December 2025 carries an unusually high energetic charge, a thinning of the veil, a quickening of intuition, a reorganization of timelines, a recalibration of emotional frequencies, a refinement of what your soul will and will not accept. And you, Taurus, are walking straight into the heart of it. The universe has been waiting for you to clear the noise, so it could finally deliver the message that was always meant for you. Here is what begins happening now. 1. Your intuition becomes louder than your logic. Suddenly, decisions that felt confusing begin to click into clarity. You feel yourself pulled towards certain paths with a certainty you can't explain. Your body starts speaking faster than your thoughts. Your inner voice no longer whispers, it directs. 2. People who cannot meet your energy begin to fall away. Not through conflict, not through drama, through misalignment. You stop feeling guilty for saying no. You stop shrinking to accommodate others. You stop absorbing what is not yours. Your boundaries stop being negotiable. 3. A truth about your path reveals itself. Something you've been sensing for months becomes undeniable. A decision you avoided now feels inevitable. A direction you resisted begins calling with power. Your future becomes tangible enough to feel in your body. 4. A long-delayed blessing begins to move toward you, slowly at first, then all at once. It might come as a message, a chance, a shift in finances, a realization, a moment of courage, an unexpected confirmation. Something clicks into place the moment your energy stabilizes. 5. Your soul begins rejecting anything built from fear. Suddenly, emotional patterns you once tolerated become intolerable. You can no longer lie to yourself. You can no longer pretend. You can no longer fold yourself to fit inside stories that no longer match who you are becoming. This is not a breakdown. It is a breakthrough. 6. A guiding presence enters your field. You may feel it as a warmth, a tingling, a hand on your shoulder when no one is there, a dream with unusual clarity, a sudden memory of someone who has passed, or a symbolic sign that repeats until it becomes impossible to ignore. This guidance has been waiting for one thing, your clarity. And now that you've reclaimed it, the guidance approaches. Taurus. There is something else the alignment brings. Something deeper, more profound, more personal, a realization, a shift inside your identity itself. You begin to see that the struggle you endured this year was not meaningless. It was preparation. Every moment of exhaustion was a warning. Every frustration was a redirection. Every emotional collapse was a clearing. Every silence was a message. Every ending was a recalibration. Every delay was a form of protection. Every disappointment was a closed door you were never meant to walk through. Now that you've stepped away from the 3 portals that drained you, the universe can finally show you what was being built behind the scenes. Your next chapter is not random, it is earned, it is aligned, it is guided, and the December alignment is the doorway. You are not walking into 2026 with confusion. You are walking into it with clarity sharper than you've ever held, with intuition louder than your fear, with boundaries rooted in self-respect, with energy protected by awareness, with a future calling you forward instead of chasing you from behind. And that, Taurus, changes everything. Now, Taurus, if you've walked with me through this entire revelation, then your spirit is already shifting. Your breath is deeper now, your awareness sharper, your intuition louder, your boundaries more sacred, because once the truth is seen, it cannot be unseen. And the truth is this: December is not taking anything from you. It is returning you to yourself. You have spent so many months carrying energies that were not yours. You mistook emotional heaviness for loyalty. You mistook exhaustion for responsibility. You mistook chaos for normalcy. You mistook stagnation for safety. But your soul, your ancient, wise, steady Taurus soul, knows better. It has been whispering to you through subtle discomforts. The tight breath, the sudden fatigue, the strange irritations, the inner tension that appears without cause, the urge to withdraw, the impulse to protect your space, the pressure to choose yourself again. These were never random sensations. They were messages, codes, signals, your spirit trying to pull you away from the wrong environments and into the right timeline. And now here, in the closing days of this intense month, the universe finally reveals the deeper truth. You are not ending a year. You are ending an era of your life. The portals you were warned to avoid were not merely physical locations. They were energetic traps designed to keep you tied to old versions of yourself, because the person you were at the beginning of 2025 is not the person you are now. And the person entering 2026 will not resemble the one who walked through this year, carrying silent burdens. Something inside you is shedding, quietly, softly, but unmistakably. The universe is clearing your path, not to punish your past, but to prepare your future. This is the month where outdated energy breaks, where old identities dissolve, where emotional residue is washed out, where intuition overrides habit, where fear loses its authority. It may feel strange at first, unsettling, even disorienting, but this is how rebirth works, not in chaos, in clarity, not in noise, in alignment, not in force, in resonance. Let me ask you something your soul already knows the answer to. Have you felt less tolerant of disrespect lately? Less patient with inconsistency? Less willing to shrink? Less available for emotional labor? Less willing to stay where your spirit dims? Good, because this is your awakening. Something is rising inside you, a new standard, a new boundary, a new frequency, a new identity. The December alignment didn't come to your life to shift your external world first. It came to shift you, so your external world can finally follow. And here is the revelation you've been moving toward since the beginning. 2026 is the first year in a long time where Taurus walks with a clear heart, a protected energy, and a destiny finally free of interruption. But December is the doorway. Once you honor the 3 portals, once you refuse the drain, the drama, and the mental spiral, your path begins to open with almost supernatural ease. Opportunities arrive that were previously blocked. People appear who speak to the new version of you. Support flows in unexpected ways. Old pain loses its grip. Intuition accelerates. New cycles begin aligning effortlessly. Because the moment you stop leaking energy, your future can finally plug itself into your field. Let me tell you what the universe is whispering for you now. You are ready. Ready for the shift, ready for the next chapter, ready for the door opening in early 2026, ready for the truth you've been afraid to admit, ready for the joy you are finally prepared to receive, ready for the abundance that aligns with clarity, not sacrifice, ready for the love that honors who you are now, not who you used to be, ready for the life that matches your healed vibration. Taurus, this is your turning point, not because the stars say so, but because you say so. You are reclaiming your energy, you are reclaiming your peace, you are reclaiming your path, you are reclaiming your destiny, you are reclaiming yourself. So breathe deeply, feel that warmth in your chest. That is not imagination, that is activation, your alignment, your rebirth, your return. Write this in the comments to seal the final truth of this journey. I walk into my future with clarity, protection, and power. Nothing drains me now. Let the universe hear your choice. Let your energy feel your command. Let your destiny rearrange itself around your decision. And if this message resonated with your soul, leave your hype on this video. Like, share, and if your heart feels called, become a member of the channel. Every hype strengthens this current, helps this sanctuary grow, and carries this light to other Taurus souls who are awakening exactly like you.